The air was filled with falling white flakes, so large in size and so queer in form that she was puzzled. "Are you certain this is snow?" she asked. "To be sure. I must get my snow shovel and turn out to shovel a path. Would you like to come with me?" "Yes," she said, and followed the bumpy man out when he opened the door. Then she exclaimed, "Why, it isn't cold a bit." "Of course not," replied the man. "It was cold last night before the snowstorm, but snow when it falls is always crisp and warm." Trot gathered a handful of it. "Why, it's popcorn?" she cried. "Certainly, all snow is popcorn. What did you expect it to be?" "Popcorn is not snow in my country." "Well, it is the only snow we have in the land of Mo, so you may as well make the best of it," said he, a little impatiently. "I'm not responsible for the absurd things that happen in your country, and when you're in Mo, you must do as the Mo men do. Eat some of our snow, and you will find it is good. The only fault I find with our snow is that we get too much of it at times." With this, the bumpy man set to work shoveling a path, and he was so quick and industrious that he piled up the popcorn in great banks on either side of the trail that led to the mountain top from the plains below. While he worked, Trot ate popcorn and found it crisp and slightly warm, as well as nicely salted and buttered. Presently, Capn Bill came out of the house and joined her. "What's this?" he asked. "Mo snow," said she, "but it isn't real snow, although it falls from the sky. It's popcorn." Capn Bill tasted it. Then he sat down in the path and began to eat. The orc came out and pecked away with its bill as fast as it could. They all liked popcorn, and they all were hungry this morning. Meantime, the flakes of Mo snow came down so fast that the number of them almost darkened the air. The bumpy man was now shoveling quite a distance down the mountainside, while the path behind him rapidly filled up with fresh fallen popcorn. Suddenly, Trot heard him call out, "Goodness gracious! Mince pie and pancakes! Here is someone buried in the snow!" She ran toward him at once, and the others followed, wading through the corn and crunching it underneath their feet. The Mo snow was pretty deep where the bumpy man was shoveling, and from beneath a great bank of it he had uncovered a pair of feet. "Dear me! Someone has been lost in the storm," said Capn Bill. "I hope he is still alive. Let's pull him out and see." He took hold of one foot, and the bumpy man took hold of the other. Then they both pulled, and out from the heap of popcorn came a little boy. He was dressed in a brown velvet jacket and knickerbockers, with brown stockings, buckled shoes, and a blue shirtwaist that had frills down its front. When drawn from the heap, the boy was chewing a mouthful of popcorn, and both his hands were full of it. So at first he couldn't speak to his rescuers, but lay quite still and eyed them calmly until he had swallowed his mouthful. Then he said, "Get my cap," and stuffed more popcorn into his mouth. While the bumpy man began shoveling into the corn bank to find the boy's cap, Trot was laughing joyfully, and Capn Bill had a broad grin on his face. The orc looked from one to another and asked, "Who is this stranger?" "Why, it's Button-Bright, of course," answered Trot. "If anyone ever finds a lost boy, he can make up his mind it's Button-Bright. But how he ever came to be lost in this faraway country is more than I can make out." "Where does he belong?" inquired the orc. "His home used to be in Philadelphia, I think, but I'm quite sure Button-Bright doesn't belong anywhere." "That's right," said the boy, nodding his head as he swallowed the second mouthful. "Everyone belongs somewhere," remarked the orc. "Not me," insisted Button-Bright. "I'm halfway round the world from Philadelphia, and I've lost my magic umbrella that used to carry me anywhere. Stands to reason that if I can't get back, I haven't any home. But I don't care much. This is a pretty good country, Trot. I've had lots of fun here." By this time, the mountain ear had secured the boy's cap and was listening to the conversation with much interest. "It seems you know this poor snow-covered castaway," he said. "Yes, indeed," answered Trot. "We made a journey together to Sky Island once, and were good friends." "Well, then I'm glad I saved his life," said the bumpy man. "Much obliged, Mr. Nobbs," said Button-Bright, sitting up and staring at him. "But I don't believe you've saved anything except some popcorn that I might have eaten had you not disturbed me. It was nice and warm in that bank of popcorn, and there was plenty to eat. What made you dig me out, and what makes you so bumpy everywhere?" As for the bumps, replied the man, looking at himself with much pride,